Hello everyone, this is Matt Hoos with Graded Green, and I'm at the 1920s Makeover ATL. And behind me, I've got several ugly systems here. Not only ugly because they're old, we are actually about to do a test on them to see how bad they're performing. Unfortunately, it looks like we have a family of some sort of critters living in it, so we're not going to do that for health and safety reasons. But I want to talk to you a little bit about making decisions on upgrading appliances. Unfortunately, most people, when an appliance breaks, they go back with the same exact appliance. And why is that? Because you already have the gas hookup, you've got the electrical hookup. In this case, it is a furnace. I would say it's may have been designed to be an 80% efficient furnace, but it's probably much less than an 80% efficient furnace. And let's talk about several reasons why this particular furnace, and also I've got a water heater behind us. This is an atmospherically vented water heater. So in this house, what we're going to do, we're going to change this out. We're going from natural gas to all electric. We're going with a Mitsubishi ducted mini split system. And for the water heater, we're looking at the Rheem heat pump water heater. Now, when I first started recommending these to our clients, it was not because I'm trying to go all electric, even though that's the reason I'm recommending now. The reason to go all electric and get rid of the natural gas in some of these houses, because see this vent right here, this is not a safe thing. It's not very well sealed, and if you have a negative pressure zone inside this particular area, this is a product, that's where all the combustion from the natural gas goes out. So combustion is going to have some water, it's also going to have some carbon dioxide and also carbon monoxide from impartial combustion. So when you're in that scenario, that carbon monoxide can come back into your house, and see this ductwork that's not sealed. What's going to happen is that carbon monoxide is going to get sucked into the system and spread throughout the house, and you're going to have carbon monoxide poisoning. Unfortunately, it's an odorless, colorless gas, so this is not very safe. So just from a health and safety point of view, you want to get this combustion equipment out of the house. Now, if you absolutely have to go with gas and electric is not an option because you don't have a large enough surface, we recommend going with something that's sealed combustion. But again, let's talk about the options for electric in this house.
Well, we've got some new things coming out, some that you'll see here and some that you won't, but we've got a lot of efficient products that you probably already said you used our products. So here you can see we've got some of the wall hungs that you probably used before. These are called the designer series here. That comes in black, silver, in white, and then some of our newer models, which are hyperheat, have dual vane. So if you had a room that you wanted to split the air up, do things like that. A newer floor model here, which is great because it fits in places that, if you don't have a lot of room or a lot of wall space, it works really well. Then above us is what we call the MLZ. And that came out last year. It's an award-winning product, and it's basically like one of these wall units put up into the ceiling. Can be used for retrofit or new construction. It's 16 on center, so really easy for most construction projects. All you need is a 2x8, and that's it. So really, it takes kind of the visual part out of it, but still gives you that really efficient zoned comfort solution, is what we call it. Solution for your house. So it's a great product. And we have a full gamut of ducted products, the traditional size air handler, which is the really tall one most people have in their houses. And then also above us, it's a really, what we call the suitcase style. It's more of we call it horizontal ducted. And it fits into really tight spaces, but allows you to run ductwork off of it too. So.
All right, so for the client or the builder that's looking to replace their, less efficient system with a mini split system, I know the Sears and also the size of the system you said you've alluded to earlier are much larger, so you can do a whole house retrofit with these.
Absolutely, yeah. We do anything from, if you go out to our show village outside, you'll see a tiny house that's 200 square feet, and then if you go to our new American home that we did outside of the IBS, it's about 8,000 or 9,000 square feet. So we can pretty much do anything. We do 20,000 square foot houses. We do skyscrapers. So we can pretty much cover you from small to large to ultra efficient, pretty much everything.
Okay, let's talk about the size of the system. So the size of the system is typically in the tonnage. So what's the maximum tonnage you get out of one of these?
Well, if you do it, we can do an outdoor unit in the residential series. Depending on the different single phase products we have, you can go 4 or 5 tons for one outdoor unit, and that can be connected to 8, 10 indoor units, depending on the series of Mitsubishi you use, whether it's our residential or if it's our kind of light commercial series. Then if you go to our commercial series, you can do up to 50 indoor units with one outdoor unit.
And 5 tons is typical for most other units as well, so that's good.
Yeah, so we can totally do if you had a direct retrofit change out, we have the products to do that as well.
Okay, let's talk about efficiency, because somebody threw a number out the other day, and I don't believe it. So, like, what's the highest efficiency you can get out of one of these systems?
So we can get 33 SEER. So, and when people ask about SEER, it used to be that if you had 10 SEER, that was good, or got a 12 SEER. But now we're up to the 33 SEER. So we really are very efficient. Most of our models are in the 20s. So yeah, we got quite a bit.
All right, so that's 33. So the energy code calls for what, 14?
Yeah. So we're way above standard. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I really do appreciate your time. Thanks, Chad.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Good seeing you. Take care.
So this system is going to be twice as efficient as a typical heat pump. So this is why it makes a lot of sense. And these work very well in cold weather climates. So a lot of times you'll have a regular heat pump in a cold, I mean, you won't see these in cold weather climates. You won't see a regular heat pump, but you'll see these variable refrigerant systems in cold weather climates because they do work very well down to low temperatures, which most of the regular systems don't work in extreme temperatures very well. The other system I want to talk to you about is the water heater over here. This is a gas water heater, and you can see the vent in here. So see this gap right here? This gap right here, this is where you can have that potential backdrafting. So if you have, again, same as the HVAC system, if you have a negative pressure in here, sometimes what we'll do when we're doing pressurization tests on houses is we'll take a smoke pencil and we can actually see the smoke coming out, which means that if the smoke is actually moving down the pipe and out, that's called backdrafting. What that backdrafting is bringing all those harmful chemicals back into the house, including carbon monoxide and other things from partially combusted natural gas. Again, this is not very safe. And also, natural gas itself is not the best to breathe. So if you have a natural gas pipe leak in your house, well, what's going to happen is that gas is going to mix with your air, and again, you're breathing that. And also from a fire safety point of view, a lot of times, like this definitely does not meet the energy code. We need to have a combustion rating. This doesn't even qualify to be a mechanical closet. This just happens to be a hole in the basement where all this equipment's located. So you're really supposed to have at least a 1 hour fire rating, which is drywall. And this needs to be its own closet with combustion air from the outside. So we've got none of that. I guess the combustion air in this house, because it's so daggum leaky, it just kind of comes into the space. So we don't really have to worry about combustion air in this scenario. But if you eliminate natural gas altogether in a house, you don't have to worry about combustion air. So if you upgrade to a ductless mini split, and if you upgrade to a heat pump water heater, you don't have to worry about the combustion air in the house, which it's not only more energy efficient, it's also safer for your family and also better for the environment.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah, we actually refer to this water heater as a hybrid heat pump water heater. Hybrid because it uses two technologies. Heat pump technology combined with traditional electric water heating technology that has the backup elements in it. So this product is 3 times more efficient than your traditional electric water heater because it's more efficient to take heat out of the surrounding air than to create heat through your traditional electric elements. So the way this works is we bring air through the system. There's an evaporator coil that collects heat out of the air. We compress that with a compressor, superheat it, and then the heat is given off through these condensing coils around the tank, giving off its heat to the water heater. So that technology is much more efficient than your traditional technology. A normal electric water heater may cost a homeowner annually $450 to operate that water heater versus a hybrid heat pump water heater could be in the $110 to $120 range. So that's a big difference, big savings.
And especially if you're trying to go off the grid, supply all the power through solar. If the water heating cost is much less, it's a good option. So you also mentioned some of the benefits and features of this particular unit. Can you tell us about that? Like you've got an app for it, I heard.
Sure. All we've talked about so far is just the mechanical efficiency version for that. But we also have a communication platform called EcoNet. So it will allow a homeowner to be in connection, in control of their water heater through their phone. So they can, if they go on vacation, they can put it in a vacation mode, or they can put it in different heating modes. One more efficient one is if you had company come over for a weekend, a high demand mode, they can change it for just that weekend setting. But it also has alerts. So most people are engaged with their water heater when there's not enough hot water, or if there's had a leak and they come home and there's water on the floor. We actually have leak detection system that will, if you have a leak, it'll give you a warning at the water heater, but it'll also send you a message on your app, on your cell phone, have that feature. But one other thing I didn't tell you about that people that are really interested in their utility costs. In many parts of the country, especially going all electric, you have utility rates, time of use rates, where in the peak periods for utilities, you may see a spike or have a higher utility rate, where you can actually program this water heater to be in the most efficient mode during those highest peak rates. So that's another benefit of the app system that we have is programming to be in the most efficient mode when the electricity cost is at its greatest.
That's a good feature. I appreciate your time. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah, thank you very much, Matt.
Thanks again for joining us on this journey as we take you through the design and build process for a greenhouse makeover. Now, this is one of the first of its kind where we are using different content creators to create this virtual experience for you, this self-guided tour that is going to be evergreen. Once we put this house up there, it'll always be up there, and the YouTube videos will be up there, as long as YouTube is YouTube. To follow this project on YouTube and other social media channels, use the hashtag 1920sMakeoverATL. Subscribe to this channel, and we hope to see you in the next video. Thanks again for joining us.